Well, hello and good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Stitches and Jacks. It is Sunday the 17th, 19th of January, my second podcast in January. So welcome. My name is Karen. I'm the face and the name behind Stitches and Jacks. I chose Stitches and Jacks for my podcast because I like to do different kind of stitches, and I'm crazy about my Jack Russells. We have 4 Jack Russells. I live in the northwest of England and I live with my husband. We are empty nesters. Yay! So time for crafting, and we have 3 beautiful children between us, and they've got lovely partners, and we have 6 grandchildren, which we have them regularly on a Thursday. So yeah, don't pop in on a Thursday unless you want to get down and dirty with the kids. So welcome one and all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your messages. We've got a few new subscribers, so welcome. And if you're popping in for the first time today, I hope you like what you see. I'd really like it if you would leave me a comment just to say hi. So Happy New Year to anybody that I haven't seen, since last time. I was told, was it last week? I think last week, because I was told last week that this person had been told that you can't say Happy New Year after 12th night. Oh, excuse me. So I said, oh, right, okay. Do you know the reasoning behind that? She said, just that 12th night is gone. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to adhere to that. I'm at the period in my life. As long as I don't cause offence to anybody, I'm going to say and do what I want. And I think, yes, it's nice to say Happy New Year. And if you haven't seen people over, since New Year arrived, it's nice to see them. But I'll carry on till January. If there's anybody else that I haven't met, I would say Happy New Year to. That's hospital. Oh, it's taken me forever to get ready for this podcast. And just before I carry on, I want to apologise if I sound very nasally. I think I've had a bit of a sinus thing going on. I know that I definitely have had a sinus thing going on. So if I sound a bit more nasally than normal, that's why. But I think I'm over it. So it's very good. And I was there on that Friday, that first Friday in January. And I thought I just need to gather myself and try and sort out what's going on here. So yes, and thank you very much for your kind comments and for making me feel welcome and that it wasn't too rambly. Nobody said anything. So I was hoping to come back the Friday just gone, but I started with this on Wednesday and I was out at Girls Brigade, and then I had the kids Thursday. Thursday was a really hard day, really tough. And then Friday, where was I Friday? Oh, I just felt rough, so I thought just give yourself the day and do it tomorrow, which was Saturday. And then I went to my quilting group in the morning, well, till lunchtime-ish, 1 o'clock. So by the time I got home, it's like 1:30, nearly 2 o'clock. And I thought, just wait and do it when you're ready. So here I am. So hopefully, the light's a bit better. I'm sorry about this light. I don't know what to do with it. Right, I have a list, she says. Oh my word. I was about to say, I have a list, I'm all organised. Where did I put it? I obviously put it in a place where I thought I could get to it. There's a slit down my chair. Bear with me. Right. Okay, so I have a little bit of everything today. I have some finished objects, only knitted, a couple of cheap finished objects. I have some finished object which I don't think I have shared with you, so I thought, right, okay, I'll share it with you and then I can gift it. I think in my podcast I'm going to start putting a segment in for gifting projects, because I make things for people, then I'll hang on to them, they don't get it, or I give it to them, I've got nothing to show because I haven't thought about taking a picture or anything. I've got an update on a couple of whips, and then I've got a new project that I've started, 2 new projects I've started, I'll show you. And oh yes, and I do apologise, the Yarn Down giveaway, I'm going to announce the person who's been lucky enough to win that? And I'm just thinking, oh my word, I didn't check that I've written everything. There were quite a few. I think it was like 90 odd people, and I wrote it out by hand and then asked you know who to pick a number. And then I've got I talk about a festival, a new yarn festival that is coming to the Northwest. So of course my name's all over it. I'm going. Right, shall I calm down now? So yes, just in case you didn't see it last time, there's a couple of little cheats. So I had 2 yarn advents, one, and they were both exactly the same in the sense that I ordered 4 skeins that could be open on the Sunday in Advent season or whenever I wanted from Beehive Yarns, which were beautiful, and I knew that I wouldn't be working on those straight away, so I put those to one side. And I think when I was here 2 weeks ago, there was one that I hadn't managed to open with all the Christmas furore and everything, so I shared that with you. I'm not getting them out again. And then I had made really good progress. The second Advent was from Lay Family Yarn, and I've managed to more or less do 3 of them, and one of them I haven't even started. So I'm just going to show you. This is the cowl, and there was a beautiful mini set, and hopefully I've got a picture that I can put in. The pattern was free, it was included in the Advent, and it was by Ambah O'Brien. I'm just looking down at my notes, and it's a Scraptastic Cowl. So I opened 10 gram minis, and they were the joy of the Christmas market, and it also held double 50 grams of Marshmallow, some Suri Alpaca and Mulbry Silk, and it is divine. So I think it's that way up, or is it that way up? I think you can probably wear it, whatever. So it's bin blocks, and I've sewn my ends in. I hadn't sewn my ends in. Isn't it divine? And I sort of just chose mine at random, and I'm really pleased with what I completed. This is a really simple, really easy knit, and I think it'd be amazing for a present. If somebody made that for me, I'd be, wow, that's lovely, thank you very much. So excuse the crinkling. So I've kept everything, all my leftovers, and there's a little bit. So that's going to go into a future project, which I'm going to discuss today. And then what was second? Oh, I've lost my list again. Right, okay. Oh, it was a hat. Where's my hat? I don't think I'd sewn my bobble on. I hadn't sewn my end in. So this is my hat, which is like, it's just beautiful. I'm holding it really funny, but I'm not going to put it on because I've just done my hair. And this was the hot chocolate at the Christmas market. Oh my word, this yarn is absolutely beautiful. I loved working with this, and it was 55% BFL and 45% silk. I've never knitted with anything like that. It was like knitting a cloud, and you held it double with a baby Suri Alpaca and a Mulbry Silk again. And this was Kelly's own pattern, because I messaged her to say if there was a pattern, and she very kindly sent me her own pattern, and she's knitted samples for her shop and when she goes to the shows. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. So I am definitely going to be wearing this now, and the pom-pom is by, is it the Crafty Dragon? Is it Crafty? No, it isn't. It's by the Crafty Bird. I don't know who the Crafty Dragon is. And they are just divine, oh my word. So I have that with my cowl, which I don't know I've just put, oh, here. So aren't they going to go together beautifully? Yes, and with this I actually, no, I didn't learn. I kind of understood how to do it, but I practiced holding a 4-ply yarn double from the middle and the outer. I know that sounds really simplistic, but sometimes I just can't get my head around things. And with the Suri, so it's like 3 strands together. I just think, oh my word, I'm going to get in a mess. I'm going to get in a tangle. But I didn't. And I'm going to do that again. Sorry about the dogs barking. They were all asleep on the couch having a Sunday snooze. Mr. Jackson's at the table. He's busy making a model. I think you might have just heard the bikes go down the lane. So they're barking at those as if to say, don't come down here, we were asleep. Then the third was the Mittens is Carols by Candlelight, and this was a 75% Superwash Merino with 25% nylon, and you held it double, yeah, with Magestic Fluff, 53% Super Baby Alpaca, 34% silk, and 13% cashmere. Oh my word, this was the one. This was a project that held double, not my hat, because that was a thicker yarn. Look at this. And this was, yeah, Carols by Candlelight, so you can see it there. And that is just divine. So I was like, oh my word, I can do it. Right, I'll get all those 4-ply skeins out, and I'm going to be knitting mittens. And again, I definitely will. So that was a card and the pattern that was included. So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Did you want to see my mittens? And I did something slightly different to what was suggested in the pattern, because I've got a pair of mittens and they're very, not square, but very pointy at the top and pointy, I was going to say the toe, pointy at the thumbs. So I'll put them on and see what you think. So I've just gathered them as you would gather a hat, and I'm really happy with them. I like the look of them. So I'll just see how they work out. But oh my word, they feel really warm. They've not had an outing yet, so they're going to have an outing this week. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? Oh my word, and I like the two-tone effects. You know, you've got the yarn held double here, and then you've got it held with the Suri Alpaca. Oh my word, they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They look massive, and Kelly said you could kind of design your own. So I think I might play with the pattern and just see. I don't think I've got particularly big hands, but there's room in them. So if you washed them, would they become bigger? I think so. I've not blocked them because I think that they do look really nice just like that. And then what was left over? Have I moved it already? Oh no, it's here. I think I'm going to put this. This is the 4th skein. It's called Christmas Carousel. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think I've decided I want to knit another pair of socks for myself. But I'm going to put this in my Christmas box. I have like a box over there, and that has like Christmas skeins in, or that have like Christmas names. So I'm going to put it in there, and then when the feeling takes me, I will take it out. So this is what's left over. So I've got a fair amount of leftovers. So I need to weigh them, and I was going to weigh them before, and I've been through my drawers, but my scales are not in my drawers. So I need to go and see. I think they might be in a blanket box. Right, let me just put all this away. Oh, that wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Right, I put everything back where I have just taken it from, then hopefully everything will stay there. Yeah, don't look at the floor. Right, so that's that. What's the next one? Whips. Oh, right, okay. So I think, where did I put that skein of yarn? No, I'm not sitting on it. Okay. I made my mum a pair of socks, and that's what I was working on. I'm not sure whether I showed them or not, but that's what I just wanted. Yeah, we're going through the period of when you've lost, and I don't mean to trigger anybody, but when you have lost somebody and you come through to the anniversary, the first lot of anniversaries, we've had a load. And I just wanted to make my mum something. She didn't want anything for Christmas, didn't want anything for birthday. But I wanted to give her something that would give her some comfort. So I needed a pair of handmade socks, and I used I don't know what I used. Rubbish podcaster. Well, it would definitely be in the notes below. But I did manage. Sorry, I'm pointing. That's so rude. I did manage to take a little bit of footage, and I wanted just to make like a vanilla sock. I've already made her a vanilla sock, but I enjoyed Mr. Jack's rib socks that I made him for Christmas. So I made those. Do you know what? She was chuffed to bits with them. Chuffed to bits. I was like, oh, that's lovely. So she enjoyed those. So that was really nice. And then the second item I want to show you, this has been in here since, I think I finished it. I did definitely finish it September for Benjamin's birthday. I don't think I've shown you it whole. I think I've just shown you it in pieces. But it's all finished. He's tried it on. He loves it. Let me just see. So I've made him, and this is out of the King Cole Aran Book 1. And I bought this recently. I think I bought it last year in mind to make him an Aran jumper, like cable jumper. And I was ordering something somewhere, and you know when you have to like bump up your basket so you don't pay for postage or whatever, I noticed that they had this. So yes, I was lucky to get that. It's got some beautiful, beautiful patterns. I really like yeah, like these sort of waistcoat cardigan things that they have here. So this is the pattern that I chose for Benjamin. It starts from age 4 to 6. 52. I measured his chest. 4 to 6. Right. Oh, okay. I'm totally lying. I thought it started at 4 to 5. So I've made him a 4 to 5, but it does actually start from 2 to 3. Yeah, they've got some gorgeous women's patterns. Oh, where's that lovely one that was with the boy? I should have labelled. Oh, there it is. Yeah, with the guy. It's that one. So yes, he wanted. I had a conversation with him. What would he like? And yes, he would like a jumper. And his favourite colour is orange. And I was like, oh my word, oh my word. So I think I was in Black Sheep Wool with Jeanette at one time, and on the shelf it was meant to be was this King Cole Aran Fashion. And then I have made this for him. Do you know what? It was the most loveliest knit going. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to, so I had that. So I had enough to make him a hat. There's a hat in the book. So I made him like a beanie hat because that's what he really likes. So we put it on. I think it is a little bit big. I think he probably could put it up like that if he wanted to. Oh, he just looks so adorable, so adorable. And he's just so lovely, so lovely. Right, let me put those down here. So I've got those to show, so I will be giving that to him this week. While I was sorting it out, I made him a scarf. Might have been last winter, last winter. And my daughter can't find it. I said, I gave it to you, lovey, I gave it to you. And in his box, when I was sorting it out the other day, is this scarf. So I was going to knit him a scarf with the leftovers because I have this one and this one. But I think if he has his jumper on and there's his hat, it might be a bit too much. So the scarf is just going to break it up. So he's going to have those onward. Yes. So let me have a look. 4, 5. Right. So that's that. So I was a bit of like after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, I don't know what to do. Like I thought you can cast on a new project, do whatever you want. I had got something, a new blanket I wanted to cast on, but I wasn't in the mood. So I have been working on I don't think I have a pattern. I've been working on a blanket, and I started, I think, the summer of 2023. And I've put a picture of this up, but I think I completed it beforehand. It's the Momento Blanket made by Anita. This was a snowflake. So I think when we had snow here the other week, I put that up, and it was lovely. So I have my folder, and it's a free pattern on her website, so you can just download it. And I was thinking, oh my word, it's my quilting head, I really want to have a go at this. And they're beautiful, really beautiful patterns. So I'll give you an idea of what's there. I don't think anything's going to fall out. Oh, yes it is. So that's she started in February of 2023 or 2022, I think. So this is the crocuses. Apologies for the glare. This is April showers, and I didn't see that first, but I think it's a mountain. My husband can see it, I can't see it. I can see it now when it's laid out. And these are pansies. That's for part 4. All right, and part 5 are the strawberries. So it goes on and on. So, and this is just, there's no pattern, just sort of, there's like a picture tutorial, and I've just been like sort of working away. I put it away for ages, and then I'll get it out, and then I'll do a blog. So I have completed, was it October? Yes, I think it might be in September and October as I completed, and then I picked this up. So this is November, so it's blocked. I mean, I'm using Stylecraft acrylic, and I know full well that it's not going to block the same as like a wool blanket. So this is my fox. Oh, just bear with me. Right, so this is my fox, and that was really funny working that out, because you have to look at sort of what scraps you have and what can. This is what I'm doing. I'm looking at the photograph, and I'm looking at the scraps I've got, and I'm trying to create something similar. I understand it's going to be different, and I'm a bit challenged sometimes. I've completed my strawberry. Look at that. Can you spot the obvious mistake? It's blocked, and I didn't know until I went to get it off the floor. I got this strawberry up here. I think somebody's bitten into it. And I'm like, oh my word. But I'm going to undo it, because it will really irritate me otherwise. And these are just Stylecraft shades. Looking at it now, I have one more block to do, and it's the heart, which is no, seeing it's going to be love season next month. That's very apt. Looking at it now, if I was going to approach this again, I perhaps would approach it quite different. I think I would have more blocks of colours rather than try and have these shades, because I'm not sure whether the shades are actually there or whether it's the light or the camera or the angle. But on the whole, I'm pretty happy with it, apart from that square. So I've got to undo the border, which I think there's 4 or 5 rounds, but they're dead easy. So I'll just have to turn that round. So I am definitely challenged. So that's the Momento blanket. Oh, and I've cast on a new pair of socks. I mean, I'm going to, aren't I? I love a sock. I like having an easy sock as well. So Mr. Jack's is the perfect candidate. So I brought my, I chose 2 balls, and I said to him he could choose which he wanted. And then I brought down my contrast. So when I went to Modern Yarn in Formby, Michaela, the owner there, she had like Wash Yorkshire Spinners evening, and we found out the new lines that were launched. So I chose Starling. Oh my word, it is beautiful. It's got a purple hue, really, really beautiful, and she's got them up on display. So to go with that, I asked Mr. Jacks if he'd like a purple, which he said yes, and it's actually amethyst. Yeah, amethyst. So this is how they come out. So this is dead easy for me to just pick up, put down, or if I just feel, especially if I come in from Girls Brigade and I'm too tired but I really want to knit something, I don't have to think about it. So look at this, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful how it comes up? Oh. Yeah. So I think I cast those on. Oh my word, they won't be happy. I'll show Mr. Jackson, he's really happy. But it's like this in a mini stocking for him. So that'll take me a while. There's no rush. He might get one for his birthday. I might just put him in a box and then present him on our wedding anniversary or at Christmas. Oh, let's just put my needle cozy back on, otherwise all my stitches have come off. And looking back over the last year, I've knitted a lot of socks using commercial yarn and just simple socks. So I think that's what I needed to soothe my soul. But now I'm ready for a pattern sock, I think. So I've been having a look, and I need to just made a few choices. I need to make my final choice, and then I'll come back and I'll show you, because it's 250 years since Jane Austen was born. So big year today for all you Austenites out there. And I have found in my stash, it was a project that I unravelled, I have got a Mr. Bingley, a yarn by oh my word, it's not Western Short Spinners, it's by Westcroft. Is it Westcroft yarn? I'll put it here. And it's beautiful. It's palest blue. It's absolutely beautiful, like baby blue. It's really lovely. So I would like to knit that in the season. What else do I have to share with you? Oh yes. So moving on to another whip, which I am in love with so much. I started this a couple of years ago, and it just didn't work for me, because I was just thinking, oh, it's the coziest memory blanket, and it's by Kemper Ray, and I think at times it's for sale, and sometimes there might be a charge for it. So I don't know what it is now. So I thought, oh, wouldn't it be lovely if I just knit it, put a square on every time I finished a project. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes find that I'm in a phase, a colour phase. So I put it together. People, long-term viewers will have seen it, and it wasn't quite right. It was all like colour condensed in areas. So I undid it. I unravelled it, I washed it all, I hung it out to dry, reskeined it and knitted it again. And then I'm like, oh, because I've used, what does she recommend on the pattern for needles? A 2.75, because I was like, I'm just going to use a 2.25, because that's the needle I use for my socks. So this is it. It sat there, I must be, I don't know, over a year, and I've not touched it. And this is it. I like a lot of colour, and I look at people like Jules from So Sweet Violet, and hers is all pastels and beautiful. And I was like, oh, this isn't right, and it's too tight. There's no like flow to it. Because my first one, I was going to have all the squares, all the points going 4 ways, 4 different ways. But I redid this, and I thought, oh, okay, I do actually like it. That pattern down. But I just thought it was too tight. And I wouldn't say I'm particularly a tight knitter, I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it, when you're a crafter? If you could sit with somebody that is using the same yarn, that's using the same, you're working on the same project, the same needles, you could get a comparison, couldn't you? So I've started again. And it is living in my beautiful bag by Rachel from So Ray Me. I was watching her, was it vlogs, autumn vlogs? And she, I think, was making one of these or going to. And I messaged her and said, oh, would I be able to have one? I really like the robin. I was going to get like a Christmas one. I thought, no, get a robin, because then that'll be all year. And I was able to choose my lining. She wasn't sure whether she'd have enough, but then she messaged me back and said she had. So I chose like the red berry lining. The red berry lining. Can you see it? It's just so beautiful. So all my yarn balls are in there, and this is my Cozy Memory Blanket number 2. So I have gone up the needle size to 2.5, so I'm still lower than the recommended needle. And I have been working, because I'm thinking, oh, I'll just do a square a day, and by the end of the year I'll have like a huge blanket. It's like 350 odd squares. So this is it. And I have decided I want to put everything in, if I possibly can, that I have used. So I have things like navy, because I've used that and that's dark. And I've got my, are these tonals, would you say? Variegated? I do like a variegated yarn. I know your yarns, your choice changes over time, but that's quite, that's a Bird Street yarn. It would have been a Mr. B yarn. This is, oh, I think it's called London yarn. They're based in Wales. That was lovely. So this one, oh my word, I absolutely love it. And it is a, oh, where it's gone? Gone. It's where she does all those lovely yarn cakes. Perhaps if I can put it here. But no, I thought I'd like to have that. And then I put this one in next to it, which I think does complement it brilliantly. Because over the last week, yes, since I've seen you, I've had my birthday. So I was invited to a birthday tea arranged by my girls, my 3 girls. And they organised it and catered for it. And it was just beautiful. And I had a new dress on, which was quite unusual, like for my birthday. And I was like, oh, I could do something round my shoulders or round here. And it was like a teal colour. And the Stephen West that I have here, yeah, I'd be no good as a weather girl, would I? That's what I was going to wear. And when I put it on, it didn't quite go. I thought, oh, what do I wear? So I've picked up this. So this is, I think it's a John Arbon yarn. It's lace weight to be forever. To knit it. And I've had some really lovely compliments. So I thought, oh, I'm going to keep wearing it. If people are going to say, oh, you look nice. I don't think it's cut. I think it's coming up really yellow, but it's not that yellow. It's more of a goldy mustard. But beautiful. Even my mum commented on it. So that's high praise. Oh, this yarn, yes, you must think that this must be the most beautiful yarn that you've ever seen in your life, because this is the one that I hand dyed 5 years ago when my daughter was pregnant with Benjamin. So that's my hand dyed yarn. So that's obviously very special. And then this is the Fly Past Dragonfly Studio. That's it, Dragonfly Studio. I knew it would come to me. So yes, and I want that in. So I'm aiming to, I think, do 10 rows. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 10 blocks, 10 squares. That's right, a row of 10 squares, I think. And so that'll give me 30 rows. And then I'll start, obviously it's 31 in January. So I'll put my row on the end, and then I'm going to go up for February and then go along and then perhaps come back down. I think this is 28. And I think I might go to 15. So I keep adding a square, show my husband. He's like, oh, I really like that. I think I might have this for us. Yeah, I don't think I really want to put all that work in and then just give it away. So yeah, so that's bringing me tremendous joy at the moment. I've been watching a lady who's based in Israel. I think it's Crocheted Object. I think that's what it is. And I'll put her name down below as well. And she has been working on one of these for the last year. And unfortunately, with the troubles that are over there, or that have been over there, it's turned into her comfort blanket. And She holds I think like a knit club, and as she has been working on this, a lot of the ladies have taken, and the project has just grown, like spilled over, and there's quite a few of them now working on this. So I'll put this back in my beautiful bag. Did I say I treated myself? Yeah, I did treat myself. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, so that's a whip in progress. And then the other whip I've got, is beautiful Stephen West. Oh my word, it's called the Glittering Snowscape Shawl. Look at this. His shawls are beautiful, and when I went to Yarndale last year, excuse me, I was very lucky to discover a new yarn dyer. And the reason I discovered this new yarn dyer is because she had this shawl up on her stand, and I was just immediately drawn to it. I was like, oh, word, I want it. So let me show you her label. So she is Under an English Sky, and it's was hand dyed in Cheshire. I think she's moved since. And I'll need to, I think, perhaps put these in order. I think I have shown you the order. Is that 4? Yes. So we have, the names are just amazing. She homeschooled her children, and through their literature, she's used some of the, she's named some of the yarns. Right, that doesn't have a label on it. A name on it. Yeah, we have like Let's Go Berry Picking, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and Up into the Cherry Tree. So I started on this. Oh, there is another one. Let me see if I can pull that one out as well. This one is called, oh, Brooding Storm. The one that might not have a name on it is because I think it's just a natural yarn. Yes, this one's called Brooding Storm. How lovely is that name? So I just found it. I went from Yarndale to Vlogtober, and then I was just so tired, like in November, like, and Christmas just sort of went whooshed in and whooshed out. So I sort of put it down. I think with Stephen West shawl, you have to kind of keep your momentum. So I'll show you how far I've got. Right, there's my needles. When I am in the middle of a row. That is really not like me. Oh my word. Right, I don't know exactly why I'm in the middle of a row. I've stopped because I can't read my knitting, and I think I've gone wrong, and I've undone this section at least 3 times thinking, can't do it, tried again, can't do it, and the 3rd time I'm like, it's Stephen West, just trust the process, the pattern will be right. So it's all scrunched up, so you're not going to be able to make out much. But so we have the first section, which is right, like to start off. Then you have the second section. Can I show that properly? Which is like that, yeah. And then you have like, it's like a basket weave, which is beautiful. That must be, I was getting a bit, give me some colour, this is like a labour of work. And then we have this section, which is beautiful. And then it's this section. And I just can't get it, in the sense of, I don't know, I'm trying to think this out. Does it all look the same? I don't know. Has anybody else knitted this and had a problem with it, or is it just me? Just look at this. So I had my books out. I thought, right, okay, I want to wear it when I go to this show, and I'm going to talk to you about this in a minute. and wearing the yarn, you know, the yarn that I purchased. I thought, well, get your stitch dictionaries out. So I got my stitch dictionaries out. I can't see anything, so I think what I need to do is I'm putting this away till next weekend, and then that is going to be my Saturday afternoon knitting. I'm going to get it out when I'm relaxed and calm and not so tired, and I'm going to have another go. Yeah, I'm going to have another go, and then I'm going to take that section out and put something else in. Because what was it? Was it my Vogue knitting book? I think I've got a Vogue knitting stitch dictionary, and I've got the Japanese one. I think it was a Vogue, and it had got mesh. I was like, oh my word, wonderful! I could just look at that and it'd be fine. I've tried everything. I've tried putting stitch markers in, even though he doesn't say that in the pattern. I will often do that if I'm working on lace, just in case my brain doesn't work. So that's on pause at the moment. But yes, I've just decided next Saturday I'm going to be doing that. So that's taken the pressure off that, yes, I still want it. I want to do it more than anything. So I wanted to talk to you about the Northwest Winter Wool Festival. So that's the flyer. I'll put a picture in, so you'll have all the details. I'll put them in the notes. So it is running on the 15th and the 16th of February, and it's 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. It's in Blackpool, and it's the Imperial Hotel in the North Promenade, which looks a beautiful, beautiful hotel, just like walking into an Agatha Christie seaside hotel. So single entry is £6 and a weekend entry is £8. You can have a VIP ticket for £20, which includes a cream tea. So I'm going to go and I am going to have a cream tea. Now, I have been offered a free ticket for myself and my daughter, but we'd already decided we wanted the cream tea. So I think I'm just going to pay for my tickets, but I have kindly been offered 2 free tickets for you guys. So if you would like to go to this event, all you need to do is leave a comment for Blackpool in the box below, and I will come back to you. So I'm probably going to put some videos up over the next couple of weeks until this. No, I can't, can I? No, it's going to stay today because I want to make sure that 2 people win this. So that's all you have to do is leave me a comment, but put the word Blackpool in, and then I can take that out. But yeah, absolutely fabulous lady, and she unfortunately isn't going to be dyeing anymore. So whether she has some yarn left so that she can have a stall, and there's loads of people, I'll put the hashtag on, loads of vendors that are going, and it's such a great opportunity for us to go, like in the Northwest. In my quilting group, I have been convinced to put a quilt in. Is it Utoxeter we're going? I don't know, whatever show we're going in, because if we don't put quilts into these shows, they're going to disappear because one's already gone because there weren't enough entries. So yeah, I really think this would be an absolutely perfect event to go to, and you're going to see all your beautiful vendors that you normally see. So yeah, go and support them. It's her first yarn show, and she's decided that she's not going to be dyeing yarn anymore. She wants to be hosting some events. So I don't know whether this is going to be the only one, or we'll have a couple in the year, or she's going to go somewhere else and she'll host. But it's going to be amazing. So we need to go. We need to support her, and especially as she's female, we definitely need to just all get together. Yeah, her yarn's beautiful. This background story is lovely, and they'll make you so welcome. And the fact that so many vendors have signed up, yeah, great. Because we've lost is it the Kendall wool gathering? I think we've lost that one. Again, that's events. Right, so I'm going to stop the video here because I don't seem to have the piece of information that I need to. And look, this is because I loved her yarn so much. I bought you a skein, and I have the winner. So I need to go and find the name. Bear with me. Right, I do apologise. I found it. It was on the kitchen top. So we had 96 entries. So number 41 won, and it is Ali H, who lives an hour away from Yarndale and has never been. So I am delighted to be sending you this. So I need you to get in contact with me. Yeah, either send me a direct message. I'm on Instagram, or email me at Stitches and Jacks. And I'll be happy to send this to you. Yeah, that's the name there. I do everything longhand. Yeah, beautiful. And the yarn is called Daring Explorers of Old Hedge Days. So I don't know if that's a brambly hedge. Reference. I've got 2 books to share with you. One I'm not sure I've already spoken to you about. 2 books which I thoroughly enjoyed. I have a wide range of reading tastes. My husband and I went to see 1984 last year. And we both studied it when we were at school. We had a fabulous play we went to see. My husband absolutely loved it. So on the back of that, I read Wifedom, Mrs. Orwell's Invisible Life, and it's by Anna Funder. Oh my word, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. She's written here, Orwell mentions my wife 37 times, and then I see not once is Eileen named. So he doesn't even name his wife. No character can come to life without a name, but from a wife, which is a job description, it can all be stolen. And it was amazing reading this on the back of 1984, and she uses this through, there's only a few surviving letters, but interviewing people that kind of knew him, and transcripts, and yeah, absolutely amazing book. So it really gave me into a good insight into the meaning of patriarchy, and I was like, wow, I thought I understood it, but obviously I'd missed something. So she said, yeah, it was newly discovered letters from Eileen, that's his Eileen, George Orwell's wife, to a best friend. It said, recreates the Orwell's marriage through the Spanish Civil War and the Second World War in London. And she was there, and he didn't even mention like that she was there. It was just such an eye-opener book, and I love stuff like that. So I'm going to look out for her. She's written a few. Took quite a while to write this, but yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then I am a lover of Deborah Levy, and this is her new book out. I think we went to Liverpool and we went to Waterstones, and I actually read this, the position of spoons, and it's kind of like she's kind of thinking her own thoughts, and she's thinking about people that have influenced her, and sort of goes off from at a tangent. So it's very short. Some of it has been published before in different like essays and articles and things. I'll show you that. No, there's no. Yes, you might only have a few pages, but you might have about 10 pages. But she sort of starts to talk about like Sylvia Plath and Virginia Woolf and the Bloomsbury set, and being in Bloomsbury, and talked about the little park that was there, and there's a hotel, it used to be called the Russell Hotel. I was like, oh my word, that's where I stayed when we first went down to London for the Knit and Stitch show. And she explains like the little part, and it is the most divine like little place, and I absolutely love going there. I haven't been for crumbs, I think it was 2019 we last went, yeah, because we kind of had COVID and that, and I really want to go back. And I was like reading bits out to my daughter, like photo, screenshotting them, and it's got me to thinking that I would like to write, not in the sense that I'm going to be an author, but I'll be an author of my own work, but maybe like I kind of like all that, the mind mapping thing. I feel that I've got something in me that I need to express myself. it was really interesting, the different tangents that she went on, and I was reading bits to my husband and everything. Yeah, absolutely. Love this. So yes. Oh, where's my list? Let me have a look at my list and make sure that I've done everything. Yes. So just a reminder for this. So go and investigate this a bit further and see if that's something that you would like to go. Oh, I was going to show you a couple of things, wasn't I? I get very uncomfortable when I'm if I receive a lot of gifts from one person. It just totally overwhelms me. I love nothing better than spoiling somebody, but I did get a couple of Christmas presents. I thought I'd show you yarn wise or crafting wise. I was about to say Laura needs to be a pair of socks, but she didn't. It was from her birthday, so I'll show those later. I think I showed Laura this yarn. There was an absolutely stunning picture, and it was from a maker. It's called from the yarn artist. It's called Merry Christmas, and it's a winter's tale. Look at this. And there's the tag. So I remember sending this to Laura and saying to her, "What do you think of this? It's the most beautiful yarn I've ever seen." The picture was stunning, and lo and behold, it was in my Christmas box for her. So isn't she a thoughtful daughter? And then Mr. Jacks. Bear with me while I just reached out for something. Asked me on the 23rd of December what I would like for Christmas, and I'm not saying this for. There's no hidden meaning in here, but on the 23rd of December, he woke up and asked me what I would like. And I was like, there's nothing that I want, darling, and there's nothing I need. And at that moment in time, there was no hidden agenda there. So his poor face dropped and he was like, well, you need to have something to open Christmas Day. I said, have you? I'm happy. And I am. I don't need loads of things. But he said, I can't. He said, I cannot wake up Christmas Day. He said, no. And he said, yeah, you haven't got anything. I'd already bought him a few things, which he knew because I bought him a new jacket, a new, I don't know, fleecy thingy that he'd had to try and to make sure because he's so big, like broad. And he'd ordered his, I said, what would you like? And he wanted a Lego when we took the boys in the Lego shop at Christmas. So he'd ordered that. So he knew that he'd got some gifts coming. Sorry, Dad, so he really pressurised me. So I thought, okay. So he went down to the local yarn shop and he's bought me a beautiful, I think it's like a needle case, a notions case. I want to say mud, but I think it's mood. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the Kayla wasn't in there, but the Saturday girl was. I call her the Saturday girl because she works on a Saturday and she's hilarious. And she knows I call it the Saturday girl. So it opens, it's a concertina. So I'm just in the process trying to sort out my needles rather than just can't find them and I'll order some more. So he bought me this, which he was really confident that I would like because I have a little black bag as well that's like that. And then he shows a couple of, like she showed him what he got. He made this choice. And then he made a couple of gift choices himself. So he bought me this little notebook, which is too pretty for me to use. But how lovely is that? You could just go in and you could like pick up a little gift. The crafter always needs a good like notebook. And then what else did he buy me? Oh, I think I might have used it. I use it over there. Yes, he's bought me a needle. The thing you poke into it, and it tells you what size your needles are. Is it a needle finder? I don't know. And then he came back and he bought me this. Oh boy, look at this. So there's something in the bottom, some tissue, which I can't get out. I think I might ask him if he's got something he can hook it out with. But when I was clearing my drawers out, while I was looking for the scales, I found these. So when I make Mr. Jack's pair of socks, I'm forever on my needles. They're too thick, but I was thinking I need to order some that size, pick some up, so that I can put all those stitches because there's 72 stitches. So I'm going to put crochet hooks, I think, in there. Isn't that beautiful? So he did very well. But he wasn't very happy. That's all he had. And to me, quantity doesn't mean anything. But yeah, he's taking me out and bought me for my birthday something rotten. So I'll show you something, and then that's the last thing. And I do feel, I don't feel ashamed, and I don't feel embarrassed. It just makes me like giggle, because we went out December 2023 on a works day out, because we both like don't work anymore. And I said, well, I do like, you know, YouTube, and that's my little worky thing. There's quite a bit of effort that has to go in there. I said, you help me out with some things. I said, let's have a works day out. I'll treat you to coffee. Like second mortgage, isn't it, to get coffee out. So we went and we had such a good giggle. And we were in John Lewis, and he bought me something, and I have come home, put it away. I'm terrible. I'll put things, what I'll do is I'll gather everything, come up the stairs, and then I'll just put it somewhere, and then that'll be it. And it could lay in that bag for like months before I realised. So I was trying to find something, I can't remember what I was looking for the other day. Oh, a needle. And I moved something, and this was underneath it, and this is why I'd forgotten. So I've had it for, what, full 13 months? And I have just finished a jigsaw, not my Advent one, I finished another one. I'm going to come back and show you and talk about it. I was so in awe of like my jigsaw. I absolutely loved it, my Advent. And it's an awakened between myself and my eldest daughter the love of jigsaw. She loved them from when she was little. So I think she's done about 3 already. So I said, I'd really like, I said the Miss Marple one. I was kind of like having a hint, like dropping a hint. But I didn't get it for my birthday. Good job I didn't, because I've already got it. And I've got another one of this, which I've just completed, and I loved it. And that's a better picture. Look at that. Right, I'm going to go because it's 57 minutes and it's way too long. Right, well, thank you very much for coming and joining me. And yeah, I think hopefully I was okay. I'm not too nervous. I'm trying to do something with my hair, because of growing the fringe out, and it's got to the stage. Yeah, I was about to say I'd be like Farrah Fawcett, but yeah, no, I'm way too old. And I've got my funny glasses on today because I can't find my other glasses. I had both of them in here. I've lost them, don't know. Right, I'm going to go. So, Happy New Year to you. Keep well. Let me know what you've been up to, if you've got any plans for the new year, if you set any resolutions. I haven't yet. I've got a few things. I'm still fumbling for my word, for want of a better expression. I want something like joy or comfortable. So let me know what your word of the year is. And don't forget, black ball. And I will not be contacting you for personal details or asking you to pay for anything. Bye, my lovies, and I am going to be back soon. Bye. Have a lovely Sunday afternoon.